we have to solve the equation x squared minus 5x plus 3 equals 0. It's asking us to give our solution correct to 2 decimal places. The first step when solving a quadratic by using the formula is to write the equation out clearly. X squared minus 5x plus 3 equals 0. Underneath, always write this: ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. This is the standard way that quadratic equations should be written, and we're going to use it to compare. We need to find out what a is, b is and c is. So we compare the two. We've got, for c, it refers to that plus 3 which is there. It's that last part of the quadratic equation. So we put the 3 in for c. For b, it's minus 5 because there's a minus sign there, which means that 5 is negative. So we put minus 5 in for b. And for a, well, that means 1x squared, so we put a 1 in for a. There's not always a number there. Now, the next step is to substitute this into the quadratic formula. This is the quadratic formula. It's x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So, we know what a, b and c are, we just worked them out, they're here. And we need to substitute those into that formula. So I'm going to write it out. Starting off with minus b, so that's minus, but b is minus 5, so I need to put minus 5 in there. And then it's plus or minus. We'll worry about the plus and the minus sign later. That's something you may not have seen before. The next step is to look inside that square root, and we've got b squared. Now b is minus 5, so b squared will be the same as minus 5 squared, which is the same as minus 5 times minus 5, which is positive 25, because when you multiply two negatives together you get a positive number. So b squared is 25, so I'll put that in down here. Then it's minus 4ac. Let's look at 4ac separately. 4ac means 4 times a times c. So that will be 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 3. 4ac, 4 times 1 times 3, and 4 times 1 is 4, times 3 is 12. So 4ac is 12. So instead of writing 4ac, I'm going to write 12 down here. Now, it's all being divided, and it's being divided by 2a. Okay, so 2a means 2 times a, and a we saw is 1, so it'll be 2 times 1, which is 2. So for 2a, I'm going to put 2 down there. Okay, so let's try and simplify that a little bit. You can more or less forget about these now, because this is what we're concentrating on down here. Minus minus 5 means positive 5. Two negatives make a positive, so I don't need to put those negatives in at all. So I'm just going to put 5 there, plus or the minus symbol, square root sign. Now 25 take away 12, I know is 13, so I'm going to put 13 in there. And we're going to divide that by 2. So the last thing we've got to do now is work out our final values, and there's going to be two answers, one where we use this as a plus and one where we use it as a minus. We were expecting two answers because it's a quadratic equation which normally always have two answers as solutions. So one solution will be 5 plus the square root of 13 divided by 2, and one will be 5 minus the square root of 13 divided by 2. So let's put those there, and with the calculator put 5 plus the square root of 13, and I'm just going to press equals to calculate that bit, and then press divide by 2 to halve the answer. Now you can see there that it's exactly as it's written in the question, and to make that into a decimal number, I press the S to D button, which is down here, and we can see that it's 4.302. Now I need to give it the answer to 2 decimal places we said in the question, so I'm going to write 4.30 to show that it's to 2 decimal places, and I'll even put 2 dp there just to be sure. For the other answer, it's 5 minus the square root of 13, and then we divide that by 2 and press S to D, and we get 0.697. So to 2 decimal places, that would be the second decimal place, but that 7's a round up, so it's going to become 0.70. 0.70. Now again, that's 2 dp, 2 decimal places. So we have 2 solutions. X could be 4.30 or 0.70 are our 2 solutions to that example.